From the dungeons of Morningstar, my name is Clint.
And I'm Stretch, and this is Prevailing Strange. Welcome back, guys, to our Week in Review, a segment of Prevailing Strange where we get to talk about some of the content that we've checked out this week.
If you like what we're doing here, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, follow along, share us around to your friends, family, and loved ones. Love, peace, drink, grease.
So this week we checked out Train Dreams, which is on Netflix. We're kind of going on the Oscar-nominated Best Pictures at the moment, a little bit of a run. So this is not only nominated for Best Picture, it's also nominated for Best Cinematography. It's also nominated for, I've got it written down here, Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Original Song for Train Dreams by Nick Cave. It is directed by Clint Bentley. He's only got one other movie out besides this called Jockey, which was his debut. I don't know anything about it. But it stars Joel Edgerton as Robert Granier, Felicity Jones as his wife, Gladys, William H. Macy, Kerry Condon, as Claire, and Will Patton as the narrator.
Is it just me, or could you listen to Will Patton talk?
I could.
All the time. Mm-hmm. The first time I ever seen him in a movie was in Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. Yep, as a side coach.
Yeah.
He's been in heaps of TV too.
So much. His voice is it's just so relaxing, dude.
Dulcet tones.
And as the narrator, man, he just kills it. Mm-hmm. And you can pick it as soon as he started talking in Will Patton.
So this is based on the novella by
Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson, yes. And the audiobook is actually read by Will Patton.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Dude, great idea. That's a good thing, putting them, crossing those two mediums.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was absolutely stunning.
Wasn't it?
So beautiful. The vistas, man, were incredible.
I thought it would be a bit divisive. I didn't know whether you would have liked it.
Because I never read anything about it. I didn't watch the trailer. Mm-hmm. I went in completely blind with it.
Same.
I'm like, hang on a minute, what the fuck's going on here? And they opened up with, Grainer was a logger. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be boring as shit.
That was one of the first notes I wrote down. Oh, no, what have I done as a narrator?
Dude, this movie was stunning. Yeah. Gorgeous. Mm-hmm. The story was a bit hit and miss for me, mm-hmm. but at the same time, I didn't want to turn it off. No. Last night, I was so tired and I fell asleep about 25 minutes, 30 minutes from the end. And I rewatched it today whilst I was tattooing. Mm-hmm. But the fact that Will Patton does such a great job narrating, you don't need to watch it to know what's happening on the screen.
Not really, especially when, there's not a lot of dialogue, especially for the main character.
At all. Exactly right. Because he's alone in a lot of this. Mm-hmm. And it's just him living and reacting and being in his grief. Yep. And some of those scenes, man, where he's just in his grief are heavy as shit.
Aren't they?
As dads, mm-hmm. It hit really hard. Like the fact that he was a logger. He's away from his family for months at a time.
Spoilers, by the way, people.
Yeah. He's away from his family months at a time. Yeah. So when he gets back and he's like, he doesn't want to be away.
No.
But the fact that he is, and it's the only way he can earn money, it's relatable, dude. Because, we don't want to be away from our families.
Yeah, we don't want to spend time away from our kids.
No, especially months. Mm. And you sit there and you look, and when they're doing the work that he's doing when he's away, I'm like, man, I couldn't have lasted back then.
No.
Like they're cutting down trees bigger than this table mm-hmm. by hand.
Big redwoods.
Yeah. When we spoke about it being a beautiful movie, it's not just the writing, the performances, the music, the scenery in this thing just chews it up.
Oh, yeah.
It is so beautiful.
It's one of the heavy lifters, I think, is the scenery in this, just the cinematography.
And that's the thing too, Clint Bentley used all natural lighting.
Yep.
So the candles that we used, that was his form of lighting. They mm-hmm. used real fire all the time. Like them scenes of things burning in his dreams and that were all real, man. Like they set fire to shit.
So they actually used a digital medium because they only had a shoot of 29 days.
Really?
With a $10 million budget, yep. So using film would have kind of chewed up a lot of time.
Yep.
a lot of resources. So they went digitally, which I think you can see because when I was watching it, I'm like, this is so clear.
Yeah.
It's like a clear day after rain.
Mm-hmm.
Like this whole movie, it was fucking gorgeous.
You're not bloody wrong. There's parts in it where I'm like, what is going on? Like there's that scene where the Asian man is, and I'm like, hang on a minute. Why do you have that guilty conscience? Was it the fact that you didn't do enough to protect him, to save him, or do any of that?
Mm-hmm.
Because through the whole movie, he's suffering grief in one form or another.
Yeah.
It's either mourning that dude and then mourning the fact that he didn't do enough, or it's what happens later on in the film. But he does it. Joel Edgerton does it so well.
Oh yeah.
And you sit there listening to him, you're like, oh, okay. You can literally hear it in his voice. I reckon he's such an underrated actor, dude.
Definitely. Yeah, he's really good in this. So the story kind of deals a lot with the themes of loss, hardship and regret, but also love, wonder and healing too, in a way. It's quite balanced, even though those hits are fucking hard hits.
Oh, they hit you hard, bro.
Yeah. I did get a bit confused towards the end with the timing.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been nice to kind of have, like, how many years had passed or when things were happening, because it was just kind of jumbled up towards the end.
It was like, okay, we're going to show this time, and it's going to be, 45 minutes of the movie is going to be shown over a 6-year period.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 45 minutes of the movie is going to be a 60-year period, and you don't know when that changes up.
No.
There's a scene in it where I was like, oh, shit, they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. And it was the scene prior to that, which I thought was so gorgeously written, when he's having the conversation with the lady that he's taking to the fire, the tower.
Yep.
And he's in there and he's like, I'm sorry if I get choked up here, but it's fucking heavy. This movie is beautiful. Mm. And he's like, sometimes I hear their voices and I don't want to turn because I don't want to scare them away. So I just sit in silence and listen.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that. I get that 100%. Shit. And the way he performs it in that, it's not Joel Edgerton. It's a bloke telling a story of this fucking immense loss that he feels. And I think in that part as well, because it is a real location, the sound designer, his name is Lee Sullivan, absolutely nailed it. Because it's not, we talk about the music in the movie we watched last week, which is One Battle After Another.
Yep.
One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another,
right,
you got it.
And it's just that unrelenting piano just beating you over the fucking head. The sounds in this, it's not, you hear the wind, you hear the trees, you hear the grass rustling, you hear the crunching of the leaves when they're walking. The sound isn't what does it, because he wants you to feel that isolation. He wants you to feel that aloneness and that despair that he's feeling.
Yep.
So all you hear is what he hears. Music is very few and far between in this. The silence does the work, and I think the sound engineer Sullivan really just nailed it, dude. Especially the dream sequences.
Oh.
They were harrowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Joel Edgerton was stoically sublime in this. He did so well with very little words. Felicity Jones was enchanting.
She was so good.
Not in it for a whole lot, but when she was in it, you're like captivated.
Yeah. Same as William H. Macy.
He can do no wrong.
Very little to do.
Yep.
Except get hit on the head by a fucking branch. But dude, whenever he's on screen, you just had to listen to what he was saying.
Yep.
Because you couldn't pull away from it because it was so well written. And if this is Clint Bentley's second movie, holy shit. Because you could very well go into this and shit the bed with it completely.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really, really knocked it out of the park. And, there's so many location shots in it, like Washington State, Spokane, Toccoa, Seattle, North Bend, a heap of places up in Canada. but they were all real locations.
Yep.
They did build sets, which was the cabin and the fire tower, but they used all the locally sourced timber in the region to make it blend in with that area, because you're not going to bring in trees from elsewhere to build the cabin. You're going to use trees that are there. So that's what they did. And you can tell just by looking at the beautiful scenery, dude, the mountainscapes in the background, just when he's riding a horse. Yourself, it's gorgeous.
And another thing about the scenery and the trees being about a logger, they only felled 2 to 3 trees in this entire movie.
Yeah.
The rest of them were either practical effects or pre-cut timber from lumber yards and whatnot.
Exactly. Well, even when she's like, you don't have to be away. We can start our own lumber yard. And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. Here's William H. Macy's story about the trees always remember and they always take back.
Yeah. You could tell something's about to turn.
I was just waiting for it to happen. I was waiting for it to happen. And then when it did happen, I'm like, oh, shit.
100%. That returning home to seeing the smoke, and it was petrifying to watch him walk into the fire like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you're like, oh, okay, is he going to survive this or whatnot? And he does. And all he finds is the ashes of his cabin. No sign of them. And he held out hope, and I think as a viewer, I held out hope.
I held up hope, dude. I held out hope. I'm like, when she showed up, and I'm like, oh, this is another dream. But then, the leg's broken. I'm like, oh, shit, she's injured. He's setting the leg. This could be real. There are spoilers, guys. And then he wakes up and goes for another walk to try to find her again.
See, that's the part of the movie, the third act, that I got a little bit confused with.
Yeah.
So Claire comes to town. He's giving her a ride to the lookout. Pretty interesting. When she came on, I'm like, oh, she's a decent actor. Like, okay, she's going to play a decent role in this. I'm like, oh, is this going to be a new
love interest?
A new love interest, a new flame, if you would. But then she's working the fire lookout, which is a direct correlation to something that has claimed his family in the years past. And like, okay, that's a thing. And then he goes and he talks to her. No, sorry. First he gets sick. He gets sick and gets feverish. And then he has some nightmares, and it's fucking pretty harrowing to watch.
Oh, God, yeah.
But then he wakes up refreshed to a new snow, gets up, chucks the axe on his shoulder and goes walking out into the snow. Now, we were told the last time he was away, when there was a time skip and they were using chainsaws, all of a sudden everything was different. That was the end of him being a logger. So where was he going? There was the snow, and then all of a sudden he's at the base of the tower.
Chainsaws didn't come in till after then. It was like 10 years after.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, he did the chainsaw thing, then he came back, and then he went up to the tower to see her because he quit logging and was doing the horse and cart thing afterwards.
No, but he went back to logging because that's when he met up with old mate who was, and he was like, oh, I was here with Peoples, William H. Macy's character, and like I was friends with Peoples. And that was that was his last bit. That was when the chainsaw and all that was there, and he's like, I can't keep up with these young fellas anymore. So he left and went and did and that's when he went back.
No, I watched it today, man. Like,
so did I.
That's not how it happened. He went away, couldn't do the logging anymore, came back, got sick. Have a look how your notes go.
No, you wait.
And then he went through the snow, and then all of a sudden he's at the base of the fire tower.
Maybe it's just a habit though of like taking the axe whenever he goes for a walk into the forest.
It definitely looked like, because he went up into the mountains and stuff. It was after he was sick, because I remember it's like, okay, he's woken up from being sick and there's new snow. I'm like, okay, is this a new beginning, the beginning of the third act? Is he going to kind of see her and whatever, spark up a relationship? Goes through the snow, but then he rocks up directly after going to the top of this mountain in the snow to the fire lookout.
Tower, yeah.
Wearing different clothes, no gear. Don't know why he was carrying the axe. Anyway, pardon me. And then he has that D&M with her, deep and meaningful, which I was like, okay, he's being really kind of open with her, which he's not like that in any other time.
It's very much the very first time he ever talks to anyone about the loss of his wife and kid.
So you have that, and then it kind of skips over that. You don't see if anything happens. But when the time jumping is...
It does get a bit despondent in the arse end of it.
Yeah, because he's getting a bit of grey in him, but this is meant to be over 80 years. He's definitely not 80 by the end of it. But then
even like when they go, he looks into the mirror for the first time in over a decade.
Yep, and he's in town and he sees the space flight, and then he gets in a plane himself right at the end. Very Alaska King vibes at the end there.
Alaska King?
I don't know, what was it called?
King.
Sky King, sorry.
Yeah. It was like my whole life's done this to me, and I've lived. He didn't really live after his wife and daughter perished. Like he didn't want to leave the cabin in case they ever come back. So he never left it.
Yeah.
But towards the end when he's like, they're really gone, I need to go and do some shit. And then he sort of feels content right at the arse.
So he's in the plane and he finally feels connected to it all, the narrator says. But then it says that he died in his home peacefully.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the cabin and it is rotted and overgrown. And I'm wondering whether he died from that illness.
Before he went senile over the cabin.
You get the snow, which is kind of weird. And then
that's a brilliant take that I never thought of.
Yeah, and then you get, like, he talks to her openly. Then he sees the world, which he probably always thought he would after talking to all these loggers over the time. I'm gonna listen to that book, man.
I think that might explain it a bit because that's a great take.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic take.
I think that's what happened because I don't see that cabin rotting the way it did. If he was to return home from the city to the cabin to let it rot.
No. The cabin burnt down and he rebuilt it and then he left.
Yeah, and then right at the end, it's all decrepit and there's holes in it and the bed's all overgrown.
Yeah.
And it looks like he could, because he died in his bed.
Yeah, but he could have died in his bed at the house that he bought, in Spokane.
That's how I take it. He died in the bed.
At the cabin.
Sick. Yeah, in the cabin.
But they also said he died at 88, like he died in his sleep peacefully. Like he wasn't 88 when he got sick.
Well, no, it was in 68.
68, that's right. He was in 68.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, that's a great tale. I never thought of that. I didn't think about that at all. And, like, I've read a couple of things, but it doesn't say that, he died in his bed that was at the cabin.
No,
but dude, that's a great take.
Yeah, I'd like to read the book to see if we get any kind of more insight.
Now, if you're going into this movie thinking that you're going to see an epic adventure or a violent, what was it? The Revenant sort of story where they're fighting bears and shit. You see one bear and he just walks on by like he's having the best time of his life. I would recommend this movie.
Yeah,
I would.
It's a beautiful watch. I would preface it as not a whole lot happens action-wise.
No, God, no.
It's
a lot of the time you're sitting there looking and going, wow.
Yeah. It's definitely a slice of life type movie. It very autobiographical, even though it's not about an actual person. But going back to the dream sequences, they were spectacular.
Gorgeous, man.
The lights moving through the trees where they're walking down the path, the flames in slow motion.
I thought when he arrived home on that train and there was smoke everywhere and he sort of stepped off and you can see these massive redwood trees towering above everything else, but you can still see the flames above these trees, man. That was fucking horrific.
Oh, yeah.
And just walking through just walking with him knowing that this is that thing. Yeah. This is the fucking flip in the story where you've met the woman who he's loved more than anything in the world. Now, he even says how much he loves this woman and how perfect she was and blah, 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 blah. And you see that interaction with the pair. Yeah. And they are perfect. And you know that this dick punch is coming.
100%.
And then when it gets there, and the point is he's got nothing to mourn. It's just ash.
Yeah.
There's no bodies of his loved ones. There's no cabin. There's no lounge. There's no photographs. There's no paintings or anything of his kid or his wife has ever existed. Wiped off the planet.
Yeah.
So he's not just mourning that. He's mourning memories that he'll never, ever have except what he's got. And then the waiting. Like he waits around and sleeps in the ash for years.
Yeah, it's not until Ignatius Jack rocks up and kind of prods him along to.
He was so cool too, that guy.
Yeah, to get to work.
No, that was the first person he opened his heart to. That fella.
Yeah, he has a moment with him, and then they build the walls to the cabin again and hunt, and they do. Yeah, puts him back to work to kind of to move on. And then he meets the dogs. The dogs that she always wanted. I'm like,
and of course they're fucking border collies.
I'm like, oh man, come on.
You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful, man. And I think the whole production, from the story to the people who they cast in it, to the music, to just the vistas, man. The camera work. It was. I will watch this again.
Yeah.
I will, because I want to pick up that part that you did. I want to look at that through that prism and go, hang on a minute. He's right.
I hope it wins cinematography. Like,
gorgeous, dude.
I don't know if it's got Best Picture in it.
I don't think it does. It is beautiful.
I think Sinners has taken that so far. We haven't seen Begonia yet, but I think Sinners is.
Well, that's what we're watching
next week.
Next week. Mm-hmm. That one is my choice. And I'm going to delve into that one as well. But, dude, I think you nailed it with this one. It was such a beautiful movie.
It's funny. The book club I'm in, they talked about it, and I had nothing about it, heard nothing about it. And they're like, oh, it's beautiful. I'm like, I'll give it a go. I'd give it a 4.5. Solid.
Same. The thing that pissed me off too, last night when I was looking for it, now this is an Academy Award nominated film. I was looking for it on Netflix. I had to write in Train DRE before it even showed it the cover. And I'm like, what the hell?
Well, actually, when I went looking for it, there was 2 down, nominated, to do with there was a whole section of movies to do with the awards season, and it was the second one across.
Yeah, no, I just went searching for it. But I give this a 4.5 stars, mate. 100%. It is gorgeous. It is something that I'll remember. It's much like
Marrowbone.
Marrowbone. Much like that.
Yep. Surprising. Looked fantastic.
Yep.
Heartfelt. And it's funny coming from a pop culture podcast that's about comics and superheroes and kind of all that kind of stuff.
Special effects, explosions.
Yeah, no, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. You done well, dude.
Thank you.
I really rate this, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and I'm excited to see what Clint Bentley does next. I really do believe that Joel Edgerton he deserves something big for this, because he does a kick-ass job.
I thought he did a great job. He hasn't been nominated for Best Actor this year.
So he didn't even get a nomination for it?
No, it was cinematography, Best Picture, the soundtrack, and screen adaptation from a book. So something that's been adapted from a book, yeah.
We know which movie should win an Academy Award for screen adaptation.
Next year, we'll see.
Should be this year. They should give it to him anyway.
So do you want to hear my notes as I wrote them?
Oh, hang on. I've got news. Have you seen the cast for fucking... Oh, sorry, let's keep going. No, sorry, I'm ADHD as fuck. Yes, I want to read your notes as you wrote them down.
Okay. To begin with.
You know that I didn't do this week because I thought I'd be mature and do what you did, and you've gone and done what I did. You fucking child.
You told me to last week.
You child!
I had good notes as well, thank you.
Okay, good.
I did both. Interesting ratio. The ratio wasn't quite widescreen.
There was that little sliver on the edge.
It was very kind of reminiscent of The Lighthouse. Is very similar ratio.
Watched it.
It's good. oh no, what have I done? It's narrated. I thought Clint's going to hate me. Couldn't remember the name of the voice, but like I could see his face.
Mm-hmm.
I know it. Well, it sure looks fantastic. What's with the boots on the tree?
That was because that was how they.
I'll get to that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
This is as I watch it.
Okay, sweet. I'll stop interrupting you.
You should. Crazy that people can go their entire life without seeing the ocean. They were talking about that. Wild. Even to this day. Yeah. That's a gnarly looking bridge. The building bridge. What did he do? Fuck, that was brutal. Yeah.
I want to know what he did.
Yeah. That was wild because he's like, what did he do? And then he goes to help him and then he gets kicked and then he doesn't and then that whole thing happens. Yes, we're good bridge builders, but we're going to send a train across with nobody in it just to make sure it holds.
It's not even a train, it was a cabin.
Yeah, well, it was a loco. Speaking about cabins, I want a cabin after he comes back to the cabin built. This is gorgeous. So clear. The nightmare images are very compelling. Is this just going to be a very slice of life kind of movie? Man, it would be hard to leave home like this. The type of cunts you have to work with. Not you. I'm pretty sure he got the message.
Which message?
When the black fella comes looking for, he's got a message, and then he shoots him. Like, oh, fair enough, he deserves it.
Anybody else have an issue with what I just did?
Yeah.
Sort it out now.
William H. Macy. Sure loves a tall tale. Has obviously got a degree in work avoidance. Oh, that's what happens with the boots. Look at all them chickens. His daughter's talking about all the chickens and shit. Man, every shot of this is beautiful. It's like a music video, is what I was thinking.
It was like a screensaver. It was like a screensaver to me of awesome scenes.
Shit, something bad's going to happen. Yep, there it is. Fuck that. The glistening snot in the morning sun is hanging out his face. They've killed the buck. The newness of the experience when they're talking about the wolf pups mating and the newness of the experience. That night train shot when he's going back to work for the first time, when everything's changed, it's going over the bridge in the dark was fucking fantastic. What? They have chainsaws now? What year is it? How much time has passed?
It's the thing, they never told you what year you're in at all.
Yeah, crazy old coot when he's forgotten Peoples has died. I know that water's cold when he gets into the lake there. Oh, the light moving through the trees in the dream sequence, that was fucking cool. That's a big-ass pumpkin when he's got the...
Massive pumpkin.
What the fuck? And then I was like, oh, it's Rebecca Ferguson. No, it's the Irish lady, Kerry Condon. New love interest? ? Oh, look, a fire lookout. Hang on. Potential new flame. Works at a fire lookout. Probably has direct correlation to...
Potential flame, dude?
New flame. Potential new flame.
Bad word usage.
It was all to do with fire.
Yeah.
And it was on purpose. And a direct correlation to the fire that claimed his family. Ugh, fuck, I hate being sick. Oh, fever dream. Oh, goddamn. That was when the flashback of how the fire hit. Waking from nightmare to new snow. New beginning, ? Hang on, what? An axe? I thought he was done with being a logger. Wait, where's the snow now? He's at the lookout. Did he die? He's been pretty open with her. Is this still a dream? The world needs a hermit in the forest as much as it needs a preacher in the pulpit. Lol. Take from that what you will. Probably doesn't need either, but anyway. What the hell? A little late for a side story. That can't be his daughter. Hang on, how much time has passed? Where'd the girl go? We've got some Sky King vibes going on here. Even the music is similar. So, did he die in his sleep when he was sick? Was that all a dream? He felt connected to it all. Did he actually die? Is that why he feels connected to it all? And then at the end, I was like, well, I think this is going to be divisive.
I love the movie, dude. Not divisive at all.
Well, I'm glad.
I think he survived, and he just, the last couple of years of his life, he just went out and experienced things that he didn't because he knew for a fact that his wife and child were now perished.
I kind of hope that's the case.
Yeah.
And that maybe he did have a on again, off again relationship with old love.
I don't think that happened at all. I
like-
think they had that conversation and he left.
Maybe. I mean, there's kind of, it's open to a lot of kind of interpretation. Anything could have kind of happened in those years, but yeah.
No.
I think this movie's going to stick with me for a while.
I think so too. A lot of stuff to think about as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5, man. I thoroughly recommend it to anybody. Even if you're just sitting at home and there's nothing for you to watch and it's a rainy day and it's a bit light, put your phone down and watch it. Just watch it for the views. It is so gorgeous.
You'll feel things. It looks sensational, and I think you'll have something to mull on later.
And it doesn't go fucking ages, man. It's an hour and 47 minutes, including credits.
Yeah.
It's a quick watch. It's a slow, beautiful burn, but I recommend it, man.
Listen, if you've watched to the end of this episode, let us know what you think about it in the comments.
Absolutely. Give us your thoughts on it. Like you said, it is a movie that's going to stick with me, man. It was gorgeous. It's not as great as Marrowbone, and I think of Marrowbone every day. And I'll think of this one for a few times every day for a while.
I think Marrowbone has that Sixth Sense kind of gut punch. Like, whoa, hang on. Where this is on a similar level.
I agree.
But yeah.
Again, tip of the hat, Joel Edgerton. You absolutely killed it, my friend. That's all I've got.
Thanks for joining us again, guys, for Week in Review.
Please, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Tune in next week where we're going to talk about Begonia. And, we'll go in depth again. Love, peace, increase.
See ya.